Hey, Fred. You don't go crazy.
Beautiful, Manny.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Let's sit you right on the edge here.
Do you ever get comfortable with these things, Manny?
And, I'm happy for that. I'm happy for that, and I understand because it's part of being famous and part of success.
But it makes it difficult for you to stay focused, I would think, with all the attention around you.
Well, we'll talk about the focus. I can focus on the fight. That's my responsibility to to give the hands and say hello to them, smile.
Yeah.
Speaking of focus, I want to ask you about your training camp. This was a different training camp from the past few, where you started and stayed longer in the Philippines, and of course with all the typhoons and everything. Do you think it will have any impact whatsoever on the fight, or do you think that your training camp didn't go as well as the others have been?
This training camp, I can say, very good training camp because we went to the high altitude place, which is more than 12,000 high above. And I mean, it's hard to train there, and I feel so comfortable when I go down to Manila and back to Los Angeles. We spar 10 rounds, we spar 12 rounds. It's, for me it's easy. My stamina is good, and I'm so happy for that.
Do you think you'll train in the Philippines in the future then? Your future training camps, or we'll see?
We'll see. We'll see.
It is there. Okay, great.
Even my trainer he's surprised that there's a place like that in the Philippines. It's also cold. It's like here in Vegas, like in LA.
But you thought the camp went well, even with all the distractions with the typhoons and everything, and you felt it was a good camp compared to the others?
Very good camp, and I have a good sparring mate. The one like the ex-champion, world champion, Castillo.
Right, Jose Luis Castillo.
Yeah, and the other fighter weighed 154 pounds. So it's good sparring.
What are you talking about?
What is the most dangerous thing about Miguel Cotto?
Well, he believes that he's stronger, and he's bigger than me. And
You're laughing. You don't believe that.
of course, I believe myself, and and he believes himself. So, I don't want to say anything before the fight. I want to say in the fight how it's true.
But you believe your speed is what is important to you, the speed that you possess.
My speed, and also my power. Pray and work hard. Equal success.
Your mother and father going to be at this fight?
First time with my father.
Oh wow.
He's coming, so I'm very excited.
Why did he pick this fight?
It just we want to see this fight. This is a very important fight for me. It's history. If I can make it, it's gonna be a history in boxing. 7 weight different division. It's an honor. It's an honor.
Manny, you win this fight, it just adds to your legacy as a great champion. What else besides that is motivating you, and the fact that you're always fighting for the people of the Philippines for this fight? What is there a different motivation than normal for you for this one?
I mean, for me, not only for the sake of the Filipino people, I'm fighting for the Filipino people, but I'm fighting for, I'm fighting for the people who love boxing and they want to watch a good fight. And that's what I'm trying to do, is to keep a good fight and do my best in training, in the fight also, and to make people happy. I want them to see, oh, the fight is good, great, I don't want them to disappoint after the fight. You know, that's what I'm trying to do. You always do your best to make people happy.
It seems almost impossible that when you first started as a professional, that one day you would fight Miguel Cotto at 145 pounds.
I know. If I think back, you know, I just started 105 pounds.
Yes.
108, 112, 115, 118, 120, you know, going to welterweight. I mean, I can't believe it, but it's happened. It just happened. I mean, this is all from God, and always, every night and day, I always thank God for everything that He gave it to me, and I can give. I always give happiness to those people who always watching boxing.
You know, when you fought David Diaz at 135, you told me that maybe this is where I stay. And yet, here you are at 45, 47.
I know.
Manny, do you recognize that fighter of 108, 112 pounds now that you're? I mean, things have changed, but you look back at yourself back then. Do you recognize that person?
I watched the tape when I fight in 105 pounds, and I'm a kid, you know. I'm cocky.
How horrible was it for you to make weight in those days when you were fighting at 108? It was a real struggle for you sometimes.
Yeah, struggle for me, and when I captured the first title in flyweight, I lost my belt because I didn't make my weight. So I moved up from 112, move up to 122.
So you feel a lot stronger now, though? I mean, you know you have more power at this weight?
I feel, you know, I feel strong, and I train hard for this fight. And of course, I'm praying because my power has come from God.
Awesome.
Like David and Goliath. Yeah?
And you're David, huh?
It's just a example. You know, if you believe God, nothing impossible. Train hard, and you know, love your opponent, love everybody.
And you love what you do too. You always seem to really enjoy it in the ring. Yeah, that's important.
I'm enjoying, and you know, enjoying that. You know, you can give a good happiness to those people.
When you defeated Oscar De La Hoya, you said he was your hero, and you thanked him for the opportunity to fight him. Are there things you admire?
Actually, De La Hoya is different to Miguel Cotto, and since when I was young, De La Hoya is my idol, is my man in the ring. You know, we know, everybody knows his achievement in boxing. So I always respect Oscar De La Hoya.
Have you heard from Oscar prior to the fight now? This fight coming up, did he speak with you about fighting Cotto?
No, I didn't speak. But whatever his decision, or whatever who won the fight, I respect that. And always he's my my idol in boxing.
Manny, how is this training camp coming along for you? How is this training session for you?
Very good. We're doing great in training camp, and
Home.
yeah, it's very important to me. At least I can give a good moral support for them to recover.
You still intend to run for Congress in May?
Yeah.
Or are you going to put it off? No, you're going to wait a little, because if you're fighting in the spring, maybe it conflicts with your campaigning.
No, the campaign will be start on last week of March, 45 days before election.
So if you were to fight in mid-March, then it would be an issue, right?
Oh yeah.
You idolized Oscar. You told us about that politically. Who motivates you politically? Who is your idol?
You know,